Hello, Chelsea fans. Welcome back to the Blues Report, and remember to subscribe, then enjoy your news. Let's dive in. Chelsea train hard ahead of Leverkusen. Friendly as Jerel Hato joins first training session. The sun rose gently over Cobham on Tuesday morning, but there was nothing gentle about the intensity of Chelsea's training session. As the Blues ramped up their preparations for their pre-season friendly against Bayer Leverkusen later in the week, all eyes were on the newly arrived Dutch wonderkid, Jerel Hato, who participated in his first full training session since completing his move from Ajax. It was an electric atmosphere at the club's training base, with anticipation high not only for the upcoming match, but also for what Hato's presence would bring to the squad. At just 18, Hato arrives as one of Europe's brightest defensive talents, and this first day was as much about integrating with teammates as it was about impressing the coaching staff. Maresca's intensity sets the tone. Head coach Enzo Maresca gathered the players early in the morning for a team talk before training began. His message was clear. The game against Leverkusen would not just be another friendly. It was about rhythm, attitude, and sharpening the collective identity he's building within this evolving Chelsea side. Players responded accordingly. Training began with high-tempo rondos, split into groups. You could hear the shouting, laughter, and fierce competitiveness echoing through Cobham. Every pass, every movement was under scrutiny. Jerel Hato, wearing a crisp Chelsea kit and assigned temporary number 44, slotted into one of the groups with Cole Palmer, Alfie Gilchrist, and Joao Pedro. Despite being new, Hato looked comfortable from the start. His passing was sharp, his body positioning intelligent, and he wasn't shy to bark instructions, even to more senior teammates. Jorrel Hato makes his mark. Hato's reputation precedes him, already capped for the Netherlands national team and known for his leadership skills at Ajax. But what truly impressed Maresca and the Chelsea technical staff was his maturity in training. During a small-sided game, Hato partnered with Levi Colwill at the back, offering a glimpse of what could be a dominant defensive pairing for the future. He made 2 crucial interceptions and initiated a counter-attack with a brilliant long ball to Palmer on the wing. The pass split 2 midfielders and led to a goal in the drill, earning an approving nod from Maresca. Off the pitch, Hato was seen chatting closely with Estevão Willian and Kendry Paes, 2 other teenage prodigies within Chelsea's squad. It seems a young brotherhood is forming, one that could define the Blues for the next decade. Palmer, Estevão, Joao Pedro sharpen attack as the defensive group went through tactical shape work. Cole Palmer, Joao Pedro, and the teenage Brazilian sensation Estevão Willian led the attacking drills. The trio worked in rapid rotations with midfielders like Cesare Casadei and Conor Gallagher, focusing on creating overloads in wide areas and late runs into the box. Palmer, Chelsea's standout performer last season, looked especially sharp. His dribbling was fluid, and he finished off 2 sublime goals during an 8v8 game. Joao Pedro, who has settled quickly since his transfer, played with infectious energy, constantly dropping deep and linking play. But it was Estevão who turned heads with a dazzling solo goal, cutting in from the right wing, dancing past 2 defenders, and curling a left-footed shot past the keeper into the top corner. The whole team applauded. Even Hato, watching from across the pitch, offered a small clap of appreciation. Tactical focus and fitness drills. Maresca paused the session midway to walk the team through positional changes they would likely employ against Leverkusen. He used cones and mannequins to simulate Leverkusen's pressing shape under Xavi Alonso, demanding quick one-touch passes out of tight spaces. The emphasis was on build-up from the back, something Hato excels at. He was directly involved in these drills, operating as the left-sided centre-back and often tasked with finding diagonal passes under pressure. His comfort on the ball was evident, with his calmness rubbing off on even more experienced teammates. After tactical work, the team was handed over to the conditioning coaches for an intense 20-minute endurance session. Sprint intervals, resistance work, and agility ladders pushed players to their limits. Hato, fresh to the group, did not lag behind, a testament to his high fitness levels coming from the Eredivisie. Hato's words and team bonding after training, Jerel Hato spoke briefly to Chelsea TV. "It feels amazing to be here. The quality in training is high, and everyone has welcomed me like a brother. I'm here to work hard, learn, and help the team achieve big things." He also praised Maresca's training methods and said he was excited to play in the Premier League. His English was fluent, and he already seemed at ease in front of the media. Later in the day, the squad had a team lunch at the Cobham cafeteria, part of Maresca's strategy to build unity off the pitch. Hato sat next to Gallagher and Palmer, laughing and chatting easily. Chemistry is brewing, not just on the pitch, but off it too. Eyes on Leverkusen clash. Chelsea's match against Bayer Leverkusen will be the biggest test of their pre-season so far. Alonso's men play with energy, discipline, and pressing intensity. Maresca wants his players to be brave, particularly in possession, and handle pressure with poise. Jerel Hato is expected to be named in the matchday squad, and there is growing anticipation among fans to see the youngster in blue for the first time. Whether he starts or comes off the bench, his presence alone is a signal of Chelsea's direction: young, bold, and built for the future. The training session ended with Maresca gathering the players into a huddle. His message remained simple: keep pushing. Every minute you give here adds up when the season starts. We're not preparing for one match. We're building a machine. And Xavi Simons in ambitious double transfer swoop. As the summer transfer window enters its most crucial stages, Chelsea Football Club has once again ignited headlines with an audacious plan to sign two of the most promising young attackers in Europe: Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United and Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. The Blues, under the stewardship of Enzo Maresca, are actively building a team that blends youth, talent, and explosive energy. And the possible arrivals of Garnacho and Simons would perfectly fit that vision. Over the last few years, Chelsea have redefined their recruitment model, focusing on acquiring high-ceiling players who can thrive at Stamford Bridge for the next decade. In that context, both Garnacho and Simons stand out not only for their age and potential, but also for their performances at the highest level. Garnacho. The United jewel in Blues sight, Alejandro Garnacho's rise at Manchester United has been nothing short of meteoric. Born in Madrid and groomed in Atletico's youth academy before moving to United in 2020, Garnacho has quickly become a fan favourite at Old Trafford. His direct style of play, explosive pace, and fearlessness in one-on-one situations have seen him regularly feature under Erik ten Hag, often stealing the show with moments of individual brilliance. Despite his growing stature at United, whispers around Old Trafford suggest that the Argentine international is not entirely untouchable. While United value Garnacho highly and view him as part of their long-term plans, Chelsea have reportedly tested their resolve by submitting early inquiries into the player's availability. Sources close to the negotiations claim Chelsea could be willing to offer a package worth over £75 million, a combination of cash and potential add-ons. The appeal of joining a young, dynamic project at Stamford Bridge could tempt Garnacho. With the likes of Cole Palmer, Esteban Willian, and Noni Madueke forming a new generation front line, Garnacho could be seen as the final piece of a deadly attacking puzzle. Additionally, Chelsea could offer him a more central role in their project than what he currently has at United, where competition remains fierce. Xavi Simons, the technical prodigy from Leipzig. Meanwhile, the situation surrounding Xavi Simons has taken another dramatic turn. The Dutch international, currently on loan at RB Leipzig from Paris Saint-Germain, has had a breakout season in the Bundesliga, dazzling fans with his creative passing, ball control, and vision. He scored and assisted in double digits, solidifying his reputation as one of Europe's brightest young playmakers. Simons, however, has no intention of returning to PSG permanently this summer. Reports in Germany and France have confirmed that the player is not convinced about the sporting project in Paris and is pushing for a move to the Premier League, with Chelsea at the front of the queue. What makes Simons even more appealing to Chelsea is his versatility. He can operate as a central attacking midfielder, a winger, or even in a deeper midfield role. His flexibility would allow Enzo Maresca to deploy multiple tactical systems without sacrificing balance or creativity. With Conor Gallagher possibly leaving the club and uncertainty over Christopher Nkunku's fitness, Simons represents both a short-term boost and a long-term investment. Chelsea are reportedly willing to trigger a permanent deal for the Dutchman, offering PSG around $60 million to secure his services. The Blues technical director